Hey guys, it's Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about appearance change. Finally, this has been one of my probably most requested videos I've gotten on my channel recently, and the only reason I literally waited so long to post a video is because I was testing things out and figuring out what's the easiest and best way to go about this, because obviously we know the only thing we need to manifest or see things in our reality is a new assumption. A new assumption, a new focus, whatever. So I was trying to figure out what's the best way and the most helpful way to go about that, and I didn't want to film a video until I kind of really figured that out for me. So I figured it out. I have been successfully manifesting appearance change, specifically weight loss, and that's what I'm kind of going to be relating these things to, is weight loss. But this is not just applied to weight loss or weight gain or anything. It is applied to any type of appearance change: height, weight, clear skin, eye color, nose shape, body shape, anything. This can be applied to any type of appearance change.
Hey.
If you guys are interested in one-on-one coaching with me, you can book in my website down below. I will say I'm only offering sessions right now because I was affirming for my business to do well, and I got so overbooked that I can't take any replies in right now. So replies are away for a little bit, but they will be back soon. I promise they'll be back probably sometime later this month. Okay, so the first thing I want you to start doing is to just start affirming. Don't make excuses. Don't push it off. Don't wait for the perfect time to start affirming. Just start right now, right as you're watching this video. Just start affirming. If you want to manifest an appearance change, stop holding it off. Stop holding off till you change your diet or get a new skincare or try a new thing. No, just start affirming now. Stop waiting. Don't wait for the perfect time. Just start. Because starting up is one of the hardest things to do, because we overcomplicate things for our mind. Just start affirming. Just pick a few affirmations or pick a desire and start affirming for that end goal, and just start and affirm whenever you think about it. That's the first thing I want you to do. Just start affirming. The second thing is to remember that our thoughts are the creation. So whatever we're focusing on is going to continue to grow, no matter what, whether we mean it to or not. Whatever we focus on is going to grow. So be aware of that. Everything manifestation related is thought related. That's it. So be aware of your thoughts. Remind yourself that whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're focusing on, is going to continue to show up whether you want it to or not. So whenever you focus on your desire, in this case it's appearance change, if you're focusing on the fact that you don't look the way that you want to, guess what's going to happen? That's going to keep coming into your reality, because focus grows. But if you flip that focus away from, I don't have what I want, I don't look the way that I want, I don't appear the way that I want, I don't feel the way that I want, whatever it is, to, I look so great, I have exactly what I want, I look the exact way I want, I have the perfect appearance, I'm the most beautiful I've ever looked. If you flip that focus, that is going to continue to grow, because everything is based off of focus and acknowledgement and thoughts. So if you switch that focus and put your thoughts onto the end goal and your focus onto the end goal, that is what's going to continue to show up. So be aware of that. Focus on what you want to grow. Stop focusing on things that you don't like. Stop acknowledging the 3D. Stop focusing on the mirror. If you are struggling with the 3D or movement or whatever is showing up in the mirror or in your reality, stop looking. Stop acknowledging it. Stop dwelling on what's in the mirror. Stop looking at the size clothes you have. Stop checking your height every single day. Stop doing that shit. Just focus on what you want to grow. That's the first thing. And it leads me into the third thing. Once you start affirming, it's done. That doesn't mean you're immediately going to see movement. You might. Depends on how much you're living in the end and catching those thoughts and creating the assumption it's here. But what I'm saying is, once you start affirming, your desire is here in your mind. So with weight loss, when I'm manifesting weight loss, as soon as I start affirming, I am my desired weight. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't go back to the old story. This is one of the biggest things that pulled me out of the end goal, and it's this. You'll start affirming, and you'll start living in the end, and you'll be doing great. You'll be affirming, you'll be consistent, whatever, and then immediately as you're not affirming, you're going back to the old version. So for example, that would look like me affirming, I weigh whatever I want to weigh. I've lost weight. I never stick weight to my body. Those things are never my problems, whatever. But as soon as I'm not affirming, I go back to, oh my god, I really wish I could fit into my jeans. I hate the way that my stomach looks. I hate the way that my arms look. You're not creating a new assumption, because the thing that is the thing that changes your reality is a new assumption. And if you are going from affirming to immediately, when you're not affirming, acknowledging what you don't want, looking in the mirror, dwelling on the mirror, freaking out in the mirror, constantly spiraling about how you look, constantly spiraling about your height, or about the weight that you gained, or about how the fact that you don't fit into your jeans anymore, or the fact that your skin isn't clear, You are not creating a new assumption, and that's why wavering is so important to avoid, which I'm going to be doing a video on wavering as well, because when you waver, you don't create that new assumption. You can't because you're going from one end to the other. So what you want to do is, once you start affirming, act like it's done. It's done. Once you say that affirmation, I have clear skin, you have clear skin, period. Only acknowledge things that you would acknowledge if you had clear skin. Only focus on things you would focus on if you had clear skin. No going back to, oh my God, my skin looks so bad. Oh my God, what do I need to do to get my skin to blah, blah, blah. No. Once you start affirming, it's done. Number 4 is the one that made me finally start seeing movement. Finally, after struggling for so long with an eating disorder, with body dysmorphia, things like that, this one right here single-handedly is the reason I learned to manifest appearance change. Figure out your deep-rooted negative assumptions that are holding you back. We all got them. We all have unconscious assumptions, whether it's about money, weight, SP, relationships, whatever it is. We have those assumptions, whether it's from childhood or past events or whatever. Figure out what those are to you and affirm against them. So you're probably asking, how do I do that? How do I even know? Become more aware of your thoughts. Become more aware of your thinking. If you notice that you're struggling with manifesting anything in general, not even just appearance change, but for me, it was appearance change. If you're noticing you're struggling with something, ask yourself, let me actually sit here and think about what my most common doubts are. Let me actually sit here and try to debunk what is holding me back so bad. Because if you just put a little bit more awareness on your thoughts and those types of thought patterns, you'll probably figure it out. For me, my deep-rooted assumptions that were holding me back was I have an eating disorder, so my metabolism is fucked up because I struggled with an eating disorder my entire teen years. And because I have an eating disorder and body dysmorphia, my brain is always on the fact, I'm gaining weight, I'm gaining weight, I'm gaining weight, I'm gaining weight. And that was an assumption. I also had an assumption that I gained weight very easily and could not lose weight very fast. These were all assumptions that I had that I was constantly affirming without even knowing it, because they were just assumptions in my mind that I didn't really focus on. And those were holding me back so bad. Guys, I gained like 30 pounds within like 6 months, which is fine. That's totally a normal weight to gain. It's not a crazy thing, and gaining weight is healthy, you know? I realized that I gained that weight. I didn't change my diet. I didn't change my exercise. I didn't change anything. The only thing that I changed was I kept telling myself, I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. And guess what? If you focus on it, it's gonna happen. So if you're focusing on the fact that your acne is getting worse, or you're getting shorter, or that you don't look the way you want to, or your butt's getting smaller, or your boobs aren't big enough, or whatever it is, that's what's gonna happen. Hey, Pookie. That's literally what's gonna happen. So figure out those assumptions that are deep-rooted into your brain, those feelings that are deep-rooted into your brain. And if you have an eating disorder, or you have body dysmorphia like me, which I never really get into why I don't naturally affirm those away, because you can affirm things like that away. I have my reasons, but every time I get vulnerable on my channel, it backfires and people are so rude because I know how to manifest. So why do I have problems is how people see it. I have learned to navigate those and learn to deal with them. And if I can do that, you can do that. And just because you have deep-rooted assumptions, or it's harder for you to affirm or live in the end, or whatever it is for a certain desire, doesn't mean you can't manifest it. You can. It's just about figuring out how to navigate it. So figure out your deep-rooted assumptions that are holding you back. Number 5 is affirm even when you're not hyper-fixated on it, because this is a big one. People always tell me, okay, well, how do I stay motivated? How do I blah, blah, blah? Just keep affirming. I don't know how. It's so difficult because people are like, how do I stay motivated? You're not always going to be motivated, but manifesting and living in the end is a conscious choice. You're consciously deciding, I'm going to create a new assumption. I'm going to live in that new assumption. So don't just affirm when you're hyper fixated on your weight or on your skin or whatever it is. Affirm even when you're not. Even when you're not. Because for me, I would affirm when I was very triggered and I was struggling and I was getting really into a deep eating disorder mindset. I would affirm then, but when I wasn't feeling that way and I was feeling fine, I wouldn't affirm. If you are trying to manifest something, just be continuous with it. Doesn't matter if you're hyper-fixated or motivated or whatever. Just keep affirming that it's here. Just keep affirming that it's yours and you look exactly the way that you want to. And then number 6 is just to keep persisting in that. And again, don't go back to the old story. Once you're in that new story, you're there. That's it. It's done. Stop wavering. Stop flipping from old story to new story to going back to old assumptions to new assumptions to blah, blah, blah. Just tell yourself it's done. I don't need to worry about this. It's done. I have my desire. I look the way that I want to. I'm so great. Look how fast I manifest that. I'm so great. And just persist. That's it. So that is it. That is what I found to be so helpful with manifesting appearance change of any kind. This, again, applies to anything. Look at how fucking long my hair is. just from affirming. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's stupid long, guys. Like, to the point where it's like anytime I try to move, I'm like getting yanked by my hair. So that's proof that you can manifest anything. You can literally manifest anything you want just by your thoughts. So I hope this video helped, and I hope this gave you guys a little bit more of like a guide to follow while manifesting. Obviously everything's personal, so you can change it, do whatever you want, but these are my tips that have really helped me, and I am really excited to see them help you guys out. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, watching this video has helped you manifest. Say it with me: watching this video has helped me manifest. Watching this video has helped me manifest. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.